Okay, I keep on starting and going. I keep on going to little, I don't know, little soapbox things that I'm putting on YouTube. I mean, on TikTok. So now I really am going to try and do my YouTube one and get started and go. But you know, I really got myself going today. And what's tripping me out too is time has changed. There is something happening with time. I mean, it is definitely sped up. And I have seen people talking about that. And now I'm like, oh, hell yeah, it has. It's weird. Like, it's weird. I mean, when I got my brain injury, I already lost track of time. So, it was very confusing to me, because I could look at the clock and, it could seem like hours had passed and it had been like 5 minutes. Now I'm looking at it and it's like freaking hours have passed and it seems like it's been at 5 minutes. So it is crazy. I don't know. Something is definitely changed. And night seems long. Oh my gosh, night seems long. And, I'm on the dog schedule. And the dogs, they go to bed early and they get up early. And I'm not one of those people who, I mean, a lot of people are just, why don't you just tell them to shut up? Just, whatever with them. I don't know. I'm just not like that. I'm different than that. And, and it kind of is, when you go on their schedule, kind of is like going into a more nature kind of natural kind of schedule, I could really do kind of go to bed when it gets dark and get up when it gets light. Right now, though, while the dark and the light is, closing in on itself, then, it's been dark for quite a few hours by the time I go to bed, and when I get up it's been dark for quite a few hours then too. But more in the summertime, I guess, of that schedule. But it is about some sort of a hibernation for animals in the winter for this crappy weather. I can see too, because like Stella just gets disgusted. Like I've said before, when she will go outside and it's raining, it's just like she wants to punish me, like it's my fault, like I've done this to her. I've created rain, so she's stuck. And another thing too, I keep talking about all these toxins that are coming in and they're getting on the trees, and the dogs will not stop itching. They keep itching. I know there's something that has gotten on their skin from out there. And, when Stella won't even drink the rainwater, she used to love the rainwater. Now she won't drink it. So, and now I'm getting kind of hesitant to even put it on my plants, because I have always put it on my plants. And now, I don't know. There's definitely some toxins in the water. Definitely. And, and another thing, just speaking about this, is that there was, there's, people who have got illnesses. And, they've gotten people trained kind of into this thinking, like, it is so much programming. But like, you got this, well, then you've got this, you're gonna die, blah, blah. And people get them freaked out and go to the hospital forever. Oh my God, I'm itching. I gotta go to the hospital. Oh my God, I sneezed 5 times today. I gotta go to the hospital. People have just forgotten that you can get sick. It's a natural thing that people do. And when you get yourself better, you build your immune system because you fought that and you won. So it is this opportunity to grow and conquer again. That's what everything is about. So, but people have, surrendered their health. They trust the masters with their health. My mom was asking me something. She's like, well, because I was a nurse, so I get a lot of these kind of questions. I have scratchy throat and coughing or whatever. And I know she just did a fire. She started doing fires because it started getting cold. And so I said, it's probably from the fire that you did. And you probably need a vaporizer, drink plenty of fluids, take your vitamin C, all of those kinds of old remedies. I said, don't think about what they're telling you on the TV. Think about what your Aunt Margaret used to tell you, the farmer lady. What she used to say if you got sick, they didn't rush you into the doctor. Jesus Christ, some of those farmers get their damn arms ripped off in those machines out there, and I think they just burn it on the fire and go back to work. Like, they didn't go run to a doctor for every little thing like what they've trained us to do. And they've trained us to do that because they've got the cure. They've got the cure for everything. They create the disease and then they give the cure. That's how they work, because that's how they get rich. And there's a reason why there is so much disease now. And, you know, so much of the disease is, it's gone so rampant, but, you know, their cures don't even cure it. It isn't about that, right? I mean, so much of their stuff is just to make some money off of you as they kill you, basically. You know, like, what is the stuff that they give you for cancer? You know, I mean, if you can live through that stuff, you are a champion. And then, you know, it's going to come back, and then you got to do it again. A lot of people just get to the point of like, I just can't do this again. I mean, you're fighting such toxins when they say that they've got to go into your body and kill everything in there or something with these toxins. It's, you know, it's disgusting. And, you know what I was thinking about too? You know how many people, they just want to rush to the hospital, rush to a doctor, you know, they got this wrong or that wrong, and are panicked. And now I've even seen a thing where they are actually putting bags, actual bags. I grew up, if you put a plastic bag on your head, you were told, you don't put plastic bags on your head, you will die. But that's what they do now. You know, if you are not, well, we're just going to put a bag over your head and sit you over there in a wheelchair and see what happens. I don't know. The people who are working in these facilities at this point, I don't know how people are not recognizing they don't have any integrity. They are desperate, you know, to keep their license, their job, or whatever. They're destroying it for themselves because they are going in crimes against humanity. And so, you know, it's not going to work out what they're doing. But it's crazy is because, you know, there's people in your general vicinity who have information that could help you, you know, start networking. You know, that is where social media, you know, kind of screw people. There's a good side and a bad side, because it opened us up to the whole world. But it made you forget about your neighbor. It made you forget about the person you're sitting across the table from, eating dinner with. You know, you forgot about all of the close networking. So go out and begin networking, you know. One thing is that, you know, back in the day when there was people who understood about cures and nature and, you know, plant medicine and stuff, well, they rounded them up and they burned them because they can't have that. No, they don't want that. They don't want us to be empowered. They don't, I mean, they've had to take the tribes to civilize them, you know, take the people who understand nature and burn them. I mean, you got to start seeing this is not a new thing that just started happening. There's a thing that's happening right now that is, you know, it's a big weeding us out. You know, when they're trying to take 13 out of 14 people out, that is because there's so many people and they can't control it. It's like they've got their pyramid scheme, right? They're sitting up here at the top, and it's, oh, well, you probably can't see it, but you can't see it. There's a little red bar above my head that tells me how long I've been talking, right? It's the pyramid right there. Well, their pyramid that they've got is kind of becoming like, it's gotten too big down here. They can't control it. It's stressing them out. So it's like, oh, what do? We just close it in. How do you close it in? Well, you just take them out. That's what you do. And it's been their plan for a very long time, and they're actively doing it, and we're witnessing and we're watching what it in real time as they do it. And there's still deniers. There's still people who are oblivious to what's going on, you know, and those people have got, you know, ego work. That is, you know, one thing about consciousness is when you go into a body, when you know, incarnate into a being, then you are carrying baggage with you, and ego. you come into this, and it's so you can get your ego under control. You know, you got to find balance. You got to have some humility to go with that ego. Find that balance. So neither one is too out of balance. You got to have them both. You know, this is the good and bad, the evil, the dark and the light, or whatever. Everything is balanced. Right now on this planet, yeah, evil is way out of balance, but the light is coming in to bring the balance back. In this case, they are ending this paradigm, this reality, this world. It is changing, and the light is bringing it into a new existence. That's the ascension. That's the moving out of this dimension, this three-dimensional trap that so many people are so trapped in that they can't see beyond what they're told. It is all of these souls, all of these conscious beings are plugging into these systems like, oh, save me, oh, tell me the truth. They don't trust themselves. They've not been trained to trust themselves. And this is, these systems are turning off one by one. And they're turning off in an explosive way so that you can, step back and go, wait a minute, what? I don't get it. Yeah. All of this is, exploding to show you. This isn't where you want to be. You don't want to plug into this. This isn't a part of what you are. This is ending so you can discover who you are, so you can start living your truest being, your authentic self. This morning I was telling my mom, she was talking about somebody that, she saw. It was an older woman than me, but that she reminded her of me, by my look, by tall and thin with really long hair. Only her hair was really solid silver. And I've talked about, I really want my hair to be solid silver. I really like that look. And anyways, it got us talking about this whole thing. And I said, I no longer look at myself how I, dissect myself and take myself down like, oh, my eyebrows don't match. Oh my God, my eyes are different. My nose is crooked. I don't do that anymore. I mean, that's all I could do before. Before I learned to love myself, yeah, I was dissecting every little bit of me, like, this is horrible. Oh, this is horrible. But then as you heal, you get to this place where you only can see the whole. You see the whole self, and you begin to love the whole self, and you can accept the whole self. And, this whole thing too with the filters and stuff, and how many people have just, surrendered to the filters. Like some of these, there's this channel, I've seen it a few times, but I don't watch it all the time, but I've seen a few different ones, and I'm not a Instagram, what do those people call it? The people that supposedly lead other people. What are they called? They're called I keep thinking informer. They're not influencer. These influencers, right? That they look one way on their thing, and then people get a picture of them out in public. They don't look at all the same. It's creepy. And what's creepy about it is because they look so different. If they just went out and marketed themselves as themselves and loved themselves, then they would shine, brightly, and you would see them as a beautiful being. But they don't. They hide behind these masks. They hide behind these facial mask things, so that they can feel better about themselves, because they haven't really done the work to feel good about themselves. Even though they're influencing you, they have got to hide behind this mask. And I find it just kind of so sad, that people, each person is unique. We all have something unique. Even if some of us look like other people, there's something unique about us. And, we've been taught to hide that, to blend in, to join the crowd, but that isn't what you really want to do. That's what they want you to do. But that's not what you should do. What you should do is to learn about yourself, to become your authentic self, and to love yourself, and to stop using filters. Start loving your face. Start loving yourself. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. You know, those filter faces are creepy, and they are just programming to prepare you for their ultimate plan. And, you know, this whole thing with the AI and what they want to do with your consciousness, you know, this is, you know, all of this stuff happening. I say it all the time, but all the stuff happening is for you to learn and to grow and to become your best self. So, you know, just focus on yourself. And I know it's real easy to look at everybody else and think they're the problem, they're the problem, they're the problem, you know. You know, people have limited themselves. They can't go out and listen to what other people say because, you know, their ego's in the way. They can't imagine someone could know something that they don't know. So it just can't be. So anyways, the whole thing is, you know, just really work on you, focus on you, and, you know, try and, this is all about this, is accepting yourself, about loving yourself, because that leads you into being able to do that for others. It's all phony and fake until you get to that part, because there's always a buyer and a seller, you know, who's buying what I'm selling. And, you know, you don't even have an awareness that you're doing that, but that is why all of this toxicity is coming to the surface, like, what is that called? It's such a word right now that people, narcissistic, you know, that's why narcissism is so highlighted. All of these kinds of things are being shown to us because they are parts in all of us that we don't want. We don't want to be like that. We don't want to be so self-involved and everybody's got to do what we want so we can feel good and we can feel safe. But all of these relationships that we have been maneuvering through and building and structuring have all been built on, you know, this give and take, this surrender, surrender to me, I'll be your master kind of. You know, it's how this world has been built, and we've all been a part of the problem. It's not just, you know, just the top. We played along. You can't blame them when we played along. You know, we have to know our own part. We have to see our own part, witness our own self, and then you know, so it's a waste of time to just focus on them and, you know, throwing arrows of hate at them and, oh, we could have had a good world if it wasn't for them. Throughout history, many souls have come here to learn many lessons. It has been productive of what has happened, you know, and just think of how much you are learning right now by seeing what is going on. You are learning, you're expanding. That is part of the ascension. That is your road to enlightenment. So stay on the path. I'll talk to you later. Bye.